welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you items that I thought they would be better. So these items that I'm going to talk about today are items that aren't necessarily bad, they're just items that I expected more from. They've either been hyped up and I thought that they would be better than what they are, or I just couldn't get them to work and I don't understand why other people like them. Maybe these are items that you really enjoy and you could give me tips below on how you make them work. But for whatever reason, I don't think they're worth it. I thought they would be better and I don't understand the first item that I thought would be better is by Nars, and it is the Orgasm blush. And I have here a little mini duo that I received, and it's with Hot Sand and Orgasm in it. This is what it looks like, and I'm having a hard time even holding it up, so I'm just going to take it out. When I received it, it fell out of the package right away. So I'm not sure if there was something wrong with it. I don't know if the formula is generally like this, but in order for me to get any payoff from this blush, I have to dig in it. Like, I'm not sure if you can see. I'm gonna put that down so I don't blind anyone. I used it today on my cheeks and I was able to build it up, but I had to literally take a bobby pin and scrape into it to get it to come up and to give me enough pigment to show up on my face. It's one of those items that is so raved about here on YouTube and hyped up that I was so excited when I saw this mini come up on the Sephora page, and I got it and it fell out. And first of all, I was like, wow, that's kind of crummy packaging. But even like, this is the swatch. I don't know if you can even see it. It's barely visible, and that was me like really swirling it around. I can't get color payoff on this until I like literally take a bobby pin and like scrape it to get the pigment to come up. So I don't know if this is just a dud like from the packaging onward and it was just made bad, or if in general it's like this, but I don't get it. Like, even the packaging alone, like, I get that it was probably glued down bad, but it doesn't even look like they glued it. It looks like it missed the mark somehow in manufacturing, and maybe in the actual production of this blush something happened. I don't know. The highlighter is pretty. I have that on today too. I don't know if you can tell. I didn't have to dig a bobby pin in that to get the product to come up in any way. It works really nice. But this particular blush, I have no idea why it's so hyped up here, especially if that's the color payoff that it normally has, because I can't even get it to show up on a finger swatch, let alone on my cheeks. The next items that I have are the Marc Jacobs, what are these? Highliner gel crayons. And these things suck. I have heard so many people rave about these, how they're great for their waterline and they don't wear off, and wow, just people go on and on about these, how they're worth the price. So when I saw this trio come up on the Sephora page, I was like, oh, I'm gonna give those a try. I think it was like $30 for the trio, which wasn't cheap for 3 eyeliners, but whatever. I mean, it wasn't too bad either, because I figured, oh, if they're as good as they say they are, I don't mind. And it came with this black one, it came with a bronze one, and it came with this brown one that's kind of shimmery. And they're starting to dry out a little bit. Oh, maybe not that one too much. And they swatched beautifully. They were very promising. I liked how they swatched. This is them there. But oh my goodness, these don't do anything. They don't stay in my waterline or anything. I have very watery eyes, and I was excited to try these because I thought this is going to be great. I can finally find something that's going to hold up, and they don't. They don't work any better than my Essence eyeliners. They don't work any better than my Rimmel eyeliners. They are not the money worth the money. I don't get the hype. I have tried using these on their own. I have tried setting them with a similar colored eyeshadow and that sort of thing. Even when I don't wear them on my waterline and I just put them on my lower lash line, they still don't wear that great. They don't blend that well. Like, if I'm trying to smudge it out a little bit, they don't move well, which I guess is kind of a credit to them, but I don't like how they wear, and they dry out quick. I thought maybe I got some old ones and they just weren't working right for me. So when I saw Sephora had it as a 100-point perk, I picked it up. And this one's even worse. It has dried out already, so I don't know if it was sitting around, but it gave me, when it was new, it was giving me the same results as any of these ones. So completely different time that I received them, different packaging and everything, and they performed the same for me. So I don't think it's a quality issue with how they were manufactured and that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't get the hype on them. They don't work any better for me than the drugstore ones that I mentioned. So I will not be buying them again, and I don't recommend them. The next item I have is by Too Faced, and it is the Peach Perfect, what is it? Comfort Matte Foundation. I was so excited to get this foundation. Emily Noel was talking about it, and a lot of the times the things that she uses that work well with her foundation wise usually work out really well for me. We seem to have similar preferences where our skin concerns are and that sort of things and how things look. So she was recommending this and I was so excited. I picked it up. I should have been better about it because I looked up what shade she was using and it happened to be in the summertime and it was natural beige, so that's what I ordered without thinking, hey, she's got a tan. So when I got this back in the spring, maybe late winter, I can't remember what it was, this was too dark for me, so I couldn't use it right away. So fast forward a few months to summertime, I was like, oh, I'll just hold on to it and use it in the summer. And I did, and I don't like it. And I can't return it because I've held on to it too long. Here in Canada, Sephora, I think you get 30 days to return something, so it's well past that. So it matches me, it works well color-wise for me, so I have been using it and making it work, but this was a pain to find a way to make it work, and even then, it's still not my favorite on my skin. I still much prefer my e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation to this and how it looks. I really like the IT Cosmetics CC cream and how that looks, but this, I don't know. It doesn't wear well for me. It doesn't hold up well, especially for it being a matte foundation. It makes me look kind of greasy, and I have very normal skin. It doesn't usually get oily, maybe a little bit in the T-zone, but hardly at all. Not enough that I have to buff or powder or anything like that throughout the day. So I was really surprised with this. I had a hard time making it work when I used a mattifying foundation, or I even tried using a mattifying primer with it because I thought, well, it's kind of making me look greasy throughout the day. So I tried that and it just looked cakey and gross, and it made my pores look, it made my skin look really textured where it wasn't, and it just, I hated how it looked. So I have to say I have found a way to make it work to use it up, but I will not repurchase this again. I don't get the hype on this. I don't understand. I know everyone has different skin concerns and different things are going to work for different people, but for how much people talked about this and how much they loved it, I don't like it. The next item that I don't get, I actually don't have anymore. I returned it. I was able to because I tried it out within the time limit, but it is the Clinique tubing mascara. Is it the Flutter Lash? I'm not sure. It was really a unique concept because it was a tubing mascara, which if you're not familiar with them, it's like it puts a coating, a tube on your eyes, and the only way it comes off is if you lightly kind of agitate it or rub it with some water and that sort of thing, and then it comes off. It's really freaky because it looks like all your eyelashes are coming out in the sink, but it's not. It's just the way the mascara looks when it's coming off. So you don't need a waterproof version of it because it coats your lashes like a tube. It's a really interesting concept. Anyway, Clinique has this tubing mascara and it's got 3 settings on it, so you twist the tube around and you can get like from more of a less dramatic look up to a full dramatic look, and it's got these 3 settings, and from what I could tell, it didn't matter what setting it was on at all. It didn't change the look of my lashes and how much how full they looked or anything like that. My guess is that the tube, and this is purely a guess, I have no idea, is that when you change the setting on it, my guess is it just opens it up to allow more of the mascara to get on the brush so that you're putting more on your lashes. That's my guess. I don't know, but I didn't notice any difference with it between any of the settings. So for that, it was kind of gimmicky, but the tubing mascara itself, I mean, this thing was $30, $25, something like that. And the tubing mascara itself, it was okay. I did do a comparison of this particular mascara and the L'Oreal, I'm not sure what it's called, but their tubing mascara as well. I can't remember now, but I will link it up here in the cards and as well in the description box below. I did do a battle of video on it so you can see my thoughts and my experiences with it. And the L'Oreal one, which was, I believe, less than half the price, I think it was $10 for the tubing mascara from L'Oreal, it worked better, it performed better than the Clinique one did for me. So I was disappointed in that because I heard a few people talking about it and how great it was and it had this setting, and I was just like, nope, I thought it would be better. I was expecting more from it, and I didn't. The drugstore version, again, it won. The next item that I have to share with you, I know is going to be an unpopular opinion. I'm ready for it. But maybe there's other people out there who feel the same way about it as I do. It is the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. We got this nice travel size version of it in our BoxyCharm, and I was excited to try it because everyone seems to love this stuff, and it's expensive. This little tube is not. This little tube is $10 US, which is not bad. But the big one, which I think is about 4 times the size, here in Canada, it's close to $55, $60. That is a lot for a lotion. So I was expecting a lot from this, and everyone raves about the scent. So that was what I was like, oh, I'm so excited to try this. So I open it up and I smell it and I'm like, it's okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an okay scent. It's very strong. It has a very strong floral scent to it, and it actually makes my allergies start, like my nose is starting to get stuffy now from smelling this. But I just don't get it. It smells okay, but not that great. And I mean, it works okay, but not that great. I mean, it's a nice kind of buddy body. I find it's kind of more, it's a lotion, but it feels more like a body butter. At least for me, I don't get the hype of it. I don't know why someone would spend so much money even on a big tub of it. I don't understand. For comparison, something that I like better. I have this Cake Beauty Heavy Cream, Rich Vanilla Shea Butter, Deeply Nurturing, Totally to Die For, Intensely Smoothing Body Butter Balm. That is a long name. But anyway, I have this thing by Cake Beauty. I got it in, I think, a top box. But it smells great. I enjoy the scent far more. It's pretty sweet. It smells like vanilla cake. I like it. But I get the same results that I do from this. Now, this claims to be firming, I think. Helps tighten and smooth like no other. I don't know. It's such a small thing. I do enjoy using this on my legs after I've shaved. I like the feeling it gives, but I like the feeling this gives just as much, and I like the scent on this much more. This particular body butter is cruelty-free. It's made in Canada. It's vegan. I like it. I like how it works. I like the smell of it better than this, and I find that it works just as well as this, and it is not as expensive. I'm not sure the price, but I will put it right here so that everyone else can know too. So yeah, I don't understand the hype. Everyone has personal preferences on scents and that sort of thing, and there's something very strong in this that sends my allergies going haywire and makes me get a stuffy nose and have to cough, and it's not pleasant. But I don't put it near my face usually anyway. I put it on my legs, but I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I don't enjoy the smell of it that much. I was expecting more of a sweeter smell than a floral smell out of it, and it has the sweetness to it, but I also find that it has something very florally that really stands out to me in it, and I don't enjoy it. Not at all. And those are just a few items that I don't get why everyone talks about and raves about them so much here on YouTube and in the beauty community in general. If there are any items out there that you just don't understand the hype around, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on those items and what they are. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe while you're at it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.